everyone. Today we give a welcome back to Frozen Crown. We were with Federico. Today we have Jade. I'm pleased to have you. So first of all, how are you guys?
Very well, thank you. Thank you for having us here with you.
It's a pleasure to have you back here because now we can focus to talk about mainly the new upcoming release, War Art. But before jump to talk a little bit about the album, since already let's say that I torture Federica about with his personal background influences, it's your turn, Jade, because so how did you get in touch with music? I mean, how everything started for you, and your let's say your major influences, if we can say, if there has been someone that particularly influenced your own style.
Yes, so everything started when I was a young kid, and the first time I listened to Metallica, I definitely fell in love with metal. Then my taste grew up going towards power metal, and some of my main influences, vocally wise, are bands like Blind Guardian, Stratovarius, Halloween. So I always loved the male singers that sing high, high. I wanted to be like them. So that's why I started singing, and that's my direction, my main influences.
So that's let's say that you're. But if you really like to pick, we want to be picky and really like say one singer that literally was like, yeah, let's say that the one that I would like, I don't know, to duet with, let's say.
Oh, I think Hansi from Blind Guardian.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
because Blind Guardian has always been one of my favorite bands, definitely. Together with Nevermore, I know, Nevermore singer Warrell Dane sings differently, but those two bands always contended the first place. So,
yeah.
Blind Guardian definitely the first band, yes, that influenced me the most, and Hansi, the singer, I would like to make a duet with.
So, of course, I asked about a duet with you. So, Federico, what about you? About not mainly a duet, let's say, but a duo, let's say, a rhythm or shredding, whatever, which would be like a guitarist, musician. That
I would say nobody, because I would be worse than
come
all
on.
of them.
We are dreaming. We're dreaming. Let's come on. You're a good musician.
Okay, no, but let's say
compliment.
No, it's just that I mean, I don't consider myself to be a guitar player to start with. I consider myself to be a composer. Everybody says I am guitar player, but I think not, maybe, but okay. But to reply to answer your question, I would say, this may sound like a classic, but Yngwie J. Malmsteen is probably the person I would like to jam with and to have him teach me something. Yeah.
I don't say that it's something like kind of say it's granted, because Yngwie Malmsteen, many people don't know. I take him for granted because besides being a really amazing guitarist, he's a composer too. He composes music that by itself with the guitar can talk, can drum. The guitar does everything. He's one of the few people in the entire planet that can literally, it's a real composer, a classic musician.
Absolutely. I can totally relate with him when I say I'm a composer
and that's what I mentioned, yeah.
Things. Yeah, and also I fell in love with Malmsteen not for his guitar solos, which are of course beautiful, and not only technical, but also there's a lot of melody there, but of course for his songs. I mean, he wrote amazing songs with amazing singers, and yeah, it's just a great musician overall and composer overall, artist.
Yeah, exactly. Artist, you said as well. Yeah. As well, of course, it's a Blind Guardian. I'd say that every musician is an artist in its own way. Every musician is an artist. But before talking about as well, like how you join Napalm, how does it feel? Because we know that for Italy it's not so easy. You toured a lot. Since the last interview I did with you, Federico, you went even in Japan. Am I right? You went.
Twice or thrice, yeah.
Yeah, twice or thrice, easy. Like I woke up tomorrow now playing in Japan. So So how was it, guys? I mean, because it's a really big achievement. Because it's not easy going
Yeah,
over the sea or over everywhere in Italy. So
well, actually, that's because we signed from the very first album, we signed with the Marquis Avalon, which is
okay.
a Japanese label, of course, having like amongst, the most important power metal and not only artists like Sonata Arctica, Children of
Okay,
Bodom
okay,
themselves,
okay.
when they were, yeah. And we still are with Marquis Avalon because, yeah, we are with Napalm, but
Okay.
the Japanese, how can I say, division, no, the Japanese license
Okay.
is actually by Marquis Avalon. And they invited them to play since, probably in 2019 first. So yeah, I mean, we have a strong connection with Japan, and that's technically the country where we grew the most at the beginning. Yeah.
And so it has as well like kind of an influence, let's say, because of course many people are, I mean, I think people don't know like musical scene in Japan. Because I think you saw the musicals, the metal alternative music scene in Japan. It has a kind of influence in your own music, because of course being
Yes.
that you witness that, because we don't know. I mean, I don't know how's the music, for example, music's metal scene in Japan.
Yes, absolutely, but not only because yeah, music scene in Japan right now is still alive and well, but I grew up with, for example, X Japan, which
Okay.
is not only one of the most popular Japanese bands ever, but they have been also very popular here, and also a lot of, I mean, Angra, Sonata
Yeah.
Arctica, and a lot of other bands played covers of them. They
Okay.
are very huge, not only in Japan, and they have absolutely been one of my main influences and one of the very few power metal bands that I listen
Yeah.
to, actually.
Really, I mean, and of course, thanks for telling me that. I'm gonna add it to my wish list of band to interview. I don't know if they're still active or not, but I'm gonna take a look.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, the
Yeah.
main composer, which is called Yoshiki, is still alive. By the way, the band is called X
Ex-Japan.
Japan.
Japan.
It's very, yeah, straightforward.
It's easy to remember. But as well, I mean, you toured a lot, really. And how did you started this connection, this contact with Napalm? Because as I said all the time to Italian band, and this is a good way as well. Like you, band, you're really good example for Italian musician, guys, girls, anyone that stick in our country and said we can't do that. But
Oh, thank
you did it. So as I said to other bands that I interviewed and I spoke to, you can go out. You can go out and have and literally be a musician as a, don't say professional, but make your dream come true. So you've made it, and it's congratulations for that, because I know Napalm and they are, in my opinion, one of the best label we have in Europe or in the world wide. So how it happened? You just woke up, okay, we signed contract in the man.
Yeah, pretty much. No?
Yes, so first of all, thank you. It's something that we really appreciate, being an example.
Yeah, you
Something, yes, because what brought us to Napalm, of course, it has been hard work. But the story about how it started, maybe it's on Federico's.
Okay, I wanted you to to talk about this, but yeah,
yeah,
basically, I mean, we've been in touch for a couple of years, probably
okay,
even 3 years or something. They were always interested in the band, but we were working
okay,
with Scarlet Records. We still had
okay,
albums to release with them. And so we started discussing about how we could make that collaboration work. Then, when we released our fourth album, Call
okay,
of the North, we were already in touch with them, and we already decide pretty much, we're going to sign with
yeah,
them. And we had final contact with them in person.
Yes, it was spring 2023, 1 year and a half ago.
Yeah, one year
yes,
and a half ago. Yeah, so 1 year and a half? No, 1 year ago. Yeah, 1 year and a
And a
half.
half.
Sorry.
Spring.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah,
out in the
we met
forest.
them. Yeah, we met them physically. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, just to finalize, the
yeah,
contract. We
the
were
agreement.
was
Yeah.
already, fixed by phone, emails, and stuff, and we started working together
That's
thereafter. I mean, we've been working on this album for a year straight, and it's been very long and very tiring. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, and of course, it's grand to really to ask you like, how does it feel? Because, like we were mentioning before, it's been a lot of work for you as well. So does it feel now like I don't say like okay we are at the top no, but how does it feel to be like on an international worldwide that you've been always even before worldwide because don't forget it, but being literally like okay we are seeing our work recognized, our efforts.
No, it's a great satisfaction because, a message I want to share with the bands that, start their project is there is always a lot of work behind what happens. It's not, nothing
Exactly.
comes for free. Okay.
No, you're right.
And even if you work hard, maybe you don't get the
The,
the correct,
Focus probably.
yes,
Don't
yes.
have the yeah.
Yes, and so it's very important, to have a clear ideas
exactly.
and how can I say? So for the young bands,
Yeah.
you have to work hard to achieve your goals. And being on Napalm, it's something that gives us a lot of satisfaction now because, after 4 albums, we toured a lot in all over the world. We have been
Yeah.
in Japan, but now, we are working with a label which has a great staff behind it. So we are working on another level, and it feels extremely good because we have a
Yeah.
lot of support in anything we do. So even if there is a lot of stuff to do for the promotion of a new album, so
Yeah, there's a
we are also leaving for a tour in a couple of weeks.
yeah,
But
the 12th of October you start?
yes, the first gig, yes,
Okay.
in Utrecht.
So
Yes, yes.
yeah,
And it feels very, very good. Now we have the right support
yeah,
to spread
because
our wings and fly.
because it's always like, when you speak with especially, I don't know, band from like they say the other side of the pond, United States, or band from Australia, whatever, and they ask you how is the scene in Italy, how is Italy, which are the biggest band in Italy. We always ended up to quote unquote like the biggest band that they don't know though, like PFM, they don't know who they are. So they
Yeah.
maybe say no, maybe for example Rhapsody, maybe it's the one of the no main, but we have so many bands in Italy that really, and I wanted to say really like as well, thank you for the Scarlet Record to the work he does. Philip does a lot of work for the band, but the being with Napalm is like showing that being from Italy, we have good band in Italy. So like I told you, you're an example to all of the other bands that are still in the living room waiting for the call because this is not how it works. Yes,
No,
put
no,
yourself out
absolutely.
there. Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's something that we see in a lot of people we talk with. We have got a lot of we have got young people in the band, so we also have a lot of young people writing us, maybe inspired and asking us, how can I do to succeed? How can I do,
Yeah.
to do this? They send us, their videos, their
Thank
songs.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes I mean most of them are maybe working very hard, but maybe not focusing that much because a very huge problem right now is that a lot of people is still convinced that if you play your instrument again and again and get a monster playing that instrument, someone is going to pick you and make you a star.
No.
But that's something, it's not working that way. I mean, you can be the greatest, not only musician, you can be a great driver, you can be a great football player, you can be a great, driver, whatever.
Yeah.
But you need to have that kind of mindset. And yeah,
and as well the mindset that puts you kind of in a way that you are not living in your own country. They can apply to Italy, US, whatever country. They're not applied that are not in it. You have to be more open-minded, like worldwide. Connect is important. People forget all the time. You go in a gig, you go in a, I don't know, connect with many people as you can, make new friendship. Connection is the key of everything. Gives you not only the pleasure of meeting new people, but you might never know what happens, who might be encountered. It's all, like occasion. Like they said, the trains only pass once.
Yes, yes.
yeah, absolutely.
So, but just coming back to, because you mentioned like that, like you said, that you are going to start the tour, let's say the second week of October, the 12th in Oakland.
Yes.
So it's about the new album. We can say that the fifth, because it's the fifth album, it's kind of a turning point, like I don't want to say the new beginning, because it sounds like a little bit, but kind of something like that about our arts. We can say something like that. And then you work,
Of course, it is a new beginning because, as we just said, with a new label and with a new guitar player. So it's our first album, our third guitar player, Alessia. And, also from the point of view of the live shows, we made a new arrangements. Because we really wanted to bring on stage the amount of guitars we have in the recordings. So when Federico and Sheena are making a duet on the solos, we really didn't want to use the sequences, pre-recorded bass and stuff. So we wanted everything to be true. We wanted to play everything.
You are soul of heavy metal, no?
Yes. So we know Alessia since some years. We saw her. She started as a fan of Frozen Crown. And we saw her, playing live, making videos, playing our songs. And when we made the decision of adding a third guitar, she was the right person, both from the point of view of the solos and from the point of view of the rhythmics.
That's amazing. I mean, so that's it's a beautiful having third guitar, because all the what the harmonies you can hear, it's difficult because it's not easy. It's like a gambling, but it's interesting. And I didn't see no one doing that. I mean, probably there are, but I didn't witness to any of it. So what art? So, I mean, like we say, it's kind of a new start, new beginning, a turning point.
Yes.
But in the sound wise, which is the main difference that we can see in war art?
Yes, absolutely. So first of all, the thing maybe she wanted to add was that with Alessia coming in the band and our studio sound getting more and more, how can I say, not complex, but layered. So with a lot of guitar players. Of course, this also brought to the fact that all 6 members of the band actually recorded on the album, because in the past, the album was, our albums have always been like an effort of just a few of us, maybe me and her and our drummer. But this album is a new beginning because, it features all 6 members on it. You can listen to their own guitar solos and to their stuff and to their arrangements. And most importantly, it sounds like it sounds 100% Frozen Crown.
Okay, so the sound is always there.
Absolutely. We didn't try to overdo ourselves. We didn't even try to experiment this time because we felt like, signing with Napalm, we were somehow going to get approached by new people that never listened to us before, So doing like making an experimental album right now would have been like a wrong move. We just wanted people to listen to this album and be able to how can I say, to recognize the Frozen Crown sound just by listening to this album, And this, was meant to be like a first album also for our new listeners as well. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, and of course, I mean, you mentioned that there are no experiments, but maybe with the further album, with the next album, you're gonna see something like, because I think that experiment in music is important, and especially with all, like you said, layers, let's say different layers in music, and you can hear there's gonna be a lot of experimentation coming on with the years. So it's
Absolutely, yes. I mean, we of course we still experimented also
okay.
on this album, but just maybe more on a technical approach for
Okay,
layers. So
that's already something
people,
big. Yeah.
yeah, that's already something, of course, but that's not so much visible, you know.
Okay. Okay.
But of course, in the future, now that we are, I mean, a full proper band with 6 elements, we go along very well all together, you know. When we go in airports or stuff, people think we are a literal family, you know. Because yeah, because we have got the young people, the older
That's the
people.
beautiful. You embrace all
Yeah.
the, say, the newest generation. So there's for everyone. I mean, like the beauty. You can show that the age is just a really number. Doesn't matter if you're. That's a
Yes.
beautiful as well. It's another example you're giving. You should write a book, Frozen Crown, quote for life.
We should, yeah. Also because Italy and Italian metal fans are not so friendly with young people playing music.
Yeah, it's
Also
true.
with girls playing music as well. So
Yeah, no,
yeah,
I have, unfortunately, I have to agree with that because it's especially if they are gambling on themselves, like putting themselves out, and especially young girls, there is always enjoy. Do you think you can understand here with me, or you want to be seen, you want the spotlight, that you want to be like on the stage because of just a recognition, not because you really believe in what you're doing, and
yeah.
it's important that you mentioned that, Federico, because as a woman, it's not easy to be on the music scene or to be in any type of scene, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and of course as well because you mentioned like we mentioned a little bit sound wise and a technical point of view, but lyric wise, what art? What it's a war about love. There are so many lovers contending one. What is it? What is about war arts lyric wise? I mean, the main topic or if different topics.
So there are different sources of inspiration throughout the songs,
Okay.
but basically the main part of the lyrics are motivational. We always want to share motivational positive messages because I really like to write on battle-themed metaphors, some messages for everyday life because
Yeah,
we have to face the challenges every day. And
yeah,
what are if battles? They are battles. We are battling every day. So I like to use this strategy, you know, to share some messages of empowerment, of
yeah.
positive mindset, and to find the strength for going on in the everyday life.
Yeah, you know, fighting your own demons and getting close to the best
Yeah,
version of yourself. You know, all these are
yeah,
challenges in life.
Yes.
yeah,
And yeah,
exactly. And especially using like you were mentioning like the battlefield metal word is something that is
yeah.
beautiful to as well see because it's not only the classical like it's the motivational song like the sound lyrics, but it gives another point of view which is positive as well. You have like a kind of a fantasy world to imagine that it's double
Yeah.
motivation, I would say. So and of course it's a because we are like of course there are people that were with you since the beginning, so like I said the old fans, but now there is going to be new fans. So let's if we want to give to the old fans some let's say some song to listen to the new one, would you what do you think that would be the perfect, I don't know, one or two songs to listen to the old fans from this album, like to get to know?
Ice Dragon, bro.
Yes, yes. I would say Ice Dragon and War Heart
Okay.
itself, because there is the typical speed
Okay.
and the typical power approach.
I would say that I mean Ice Dragon, which is the last song on the album,
Yeah.
because it's the one that gets more. I mean, it's a song that it's the most different from
Okay.
our usual sound. So for
Okay.
all the fans, of course, it will be better because they are going to listen to something new as well,
Okay.
but at the same time to also find references to our old songs, because
And,
also in the lyrics and also in the melody, yeah.
and about that, because you mentioned there's something new. And what is about this new in Ice Dragon that for the old fan would be new for them?
Well, absolutely the arrangement, because the song goes from being an acoustic song,
Yeah.
probably one of our first ballad
Wow.
like songs, as well as having a lot of folk elements, as
Okay.
well of having, yeah, it's quite different
You
from our,
experiment.
yeah.
Experiment at the end, a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. But it also has got a huge reference to one of our old albums in the melody and the lyrics. So all fans are going to recognize that and say, "Oh, wow, how they did that." And that's something, yeah, I would dedicate to our old fans.
And instead, to the new fan, so the people that are gonna buy, I don't know, War Art, to just don't forget the other 4 album. Which song, always 1 or 2 songs, it's up to you. You would like to say, okay, you're listening to War Art, but we have 4 album before. This is our suggestion to you, new fan. What do you tell to listen to them? Suggest.
Oh, in my opinion, I would like, I say War Hearts again.
No,
Okay.
Ah,
the previous album.
So from the previous album,
Yeah.
some song I'm very linked to, and which you can also find something in the new one is of course the song "The Shield Maiden,"
Okay.
which comes from our first album. And what about
Are you asking
you?
me?
Yes.
I would say, well, I would say pretty much all the last songs on our albums. Most
Okay.
importantly, I would say Crowned in Frost on our second album, which is the
Okay.
longest song of the album. Blood on the Snow, which is on the Winterbane album, and also Far Away on Call of the North. Because these songs, these long songs, go along together.
Really?
And Ice Dragon, the song that I mentioned earlier, it's just continuing, the
Like
story.
it's like a secret that you're releasing something at the end of each album, you're releasing some song that. So and then
Yeah,
you want to release a big album. It's something that you do it on purpose. Isn't it on purpose?
Yeah, we should do that. We should do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because it's really cool because it's like most of the people they don't listen to the last song. They're just gonna listen on them first and then let's go second album. But you said listen to the last. You're really smart at doing that. So you have to listen all throughout the album. But let's say, but the pre-order are open, of course. I think for the people to take the album.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, of course, throughout an album. But the pre-order, the album, once it's gonna be released, there is gonna be available as well, like in your website. I think every platform, a little bit everywhere.
Yes. Everything is available on our Shopify store.
Okay.
And of course, if you buy from it, you get signed stuff.
Okay.
Vinyls or CDs are signed by the whole band.
So that's on our store, Frozen Crown, Shopify.com.
Always better to mention.
That's what I was saying.
It's always good to mention because if they wanted something signed, they have to go to the. Let's say
the only way to have stuff signed.
Is that. And you're gonna start to go on tour. So this tour is focused mainly like on I don't know. You mentioned Utrecht. Is it gonna be like in Central Europe?
Yes.
Okay.
We are going to Netherlands, Germany, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Slovenia, Italy.
Okay, where are you
Spain?
playing? When are you playing in Italy? In Italy, when
we are in Live Club Trezzo sull'Adda.
Okay.
Yes. And then
yeah.
we are ending in the UK, our first time in the
Really?
UK. Yes,
So,
yes, yes.
I mean, did you ever have been in the United States? I don't know if I asked you that, if you're a performer already.
Yes, yes, we've been in the United States a couple of weeks ago at the Prog Power Festival.
So tell me a country where you never played before, because to be right now I have no idea. You played almost everywhere, really.
Australia.
Australia, if you're listening to us, there is Tech Frozen Crown, spread Italy.
Yes, Australia and Canada. We're looking forward to come.
I mean, so guys, really, I'm really happy and proud about Italy music, and about it's really an beautiful things to hear about guys, musician of our same age, just going outside and being literally seen the world recognized. This means that we don't have to just say, oh, when you be 50, the music dream is dead. No, it's not, because you're a living proof that there's no there's no age for dreaming. That we can dream no matter what, and music is not dead at all, the world of music. So what can I say, guys? I wish you really just the best, and for sure we will see around Milano throughout Dario, because that's the guy that connected everyone. And thank you so much for this interview. It was really nice to meet you, Jade, and I see you again to you as well, Federico. And next time, of course, we said to be a physical interview in Milano for sure, or I don't know, maybe in another country, New Zealand. I added a new one.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Let me tell you, I cannot tell anything, but let's get in touch, because we are going to be in Milano soon, also after the show with this paper.
Sure.
So let's keep in touch so we can do that thing.
Of course. Yeah.
For real.
And of course I'm gonna put even Dario in an interview, because of course it's a thanks to him. Yeah, let's make a shout out to this guy that he works really hard for supporting the band, and then
very awesome photo. And you know a very funny thing, on our Wikipedia page, the English one, there is Dario's photo.
That's That's a big thing. Yeah, because he loves really Frozen Crown. He was immediately soon as he did the photo and he talked with, he said, that you have to interview them. I don't care, you have to interview them. It was he saw that it's kind of like Nostradamus, he predicted. So really, it was really a pleasure to talk with you guys. Greetings to all the rest of the band, and have good luck and happy release tour.
Thank you very much, and see you soon. Thank you for having us here.
It's a pleasure. Bye, guys.